What is going on, everyone? This is Chris Hernandez, EdTech coach and digital creator, and we are back with another episode of Should You Play? And as usual, this video is aimed mostly at parents, but is suitable for everyone to watch, as everyone's probably wondering, should they play this particular game, and all games for that matter. So what we're reviewing today is Genshin Impact. So, what is it? Genshin Impact is an anime-themed /styled free-to-play open-world action RPG developed by MiHoYo Studio, and the game is available for PC, PS4, iOS, and Android, and soon coming to Nintendo Switch. So, Genshin Impact is much like all your other open world action RPG games that's kinda akin to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, that's what people have been saying. It looks very similar, and playstyles very much similar, but there are some different things here that make the game unique and obviously its own. Now, although it follows your standard action RPG open world kind of concept, the game does allow you to switch between different types of characters and does not force you to stick with your main character that you choose in the beginning of the game. Now, is the game kid appropriate? So, for the most part, it's rated T for teens, and that's only because they apparently talk or mention alcohol in the game, and also because there is an in-game item shop as well. So now, you all know I'm a really big stickler for this. The game is free, I believe I mentioned that already, but the game follows a gacha monetization system, which means it works kind of similarly to loot boxes in other games, which just means that you may wind up paying real world money, so I'm talking about human world money, not Genshin Impact money, for in-game items. So now, of course, this could be troublesome, especially if you have a younger player who just manages to get hold of their parents' credit card or already has their parents' credit card on their specific device and just winds up ordering characters, weapons, and all sorts of cosmetic stuff. Now, the game follows different in-game currencies. We have Genesis Crystals, Primo Gems, Star Glitter, Stardust, and there's also one more called Mora. Now, let's start with the easiest here. Mora is the actual in-game gold that you collect from completing quests, defeating monsters, and all sorts of stuff. The game's primary currency is actually Primo Gems. Primo Gems can be obtained in-game through quests and events, but can also be purchased. And they're used to purchase items like Intertwined and Acquainted Fate, which is a currency for using the wish system, which this is where the gacha monetization system comes into play, and the wishing system grants you extra characters that you may not be able to obtain through the game's storyline. Primo Gems also can be obtained by using the game's Battle Pass, which is only available to players at Adventurer rank 20. Now, this is where things get confusing. All of your characters have levels, but there's also an adventurer rank, which ranks up as you complete world quests, quests in general, and defeat monsters, and just generally progress through the game. Now, is there a social component to the game? Yes. Multiplayer is available and unlocked at adventurer rank 16. Now, you all also know I'm a complete stickler for this. Whether you're a kid or not, we've got some creepos out there that do try to take advantage of people in the gaming community. So multiplayer allows players to play with friends or find other users to play with. You have the ability to accept or deny requests, which is something, if you have a child playing this game, that I would watch out for and make sure they understand that they shouldn't be playing with players that they don't know. Now, what's the cost? Well, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the cost for this game is fairly cheap. I mean, it's free to play. However, when you start buying in-game items, paying for the battle pass, and just buying more primo gems, as more content comes out and more characters become available, or if more characters become available, then the cost can get really, really high here. So this is something to watch out for, because although the game itself is free to download and free to play, they can catch you with buying in-game items such as cosmetics, characters, weapons, and so on. So, what's our take on this game? I mean, Genshin Impact seems like a pretty solid game on its own when we don't talk about the in-game shop and hashtag the gacha monetization system. So when we don't mention that, the game itself stands alone pretty great. The ability to switch between different characters provides a really fresh face to an open world RPG action style game. Usually in games like this, you get stuck with one type of character that has a limited amount of moves, and you play the whole game with that, and there's, I wouldn't say limited customization, but eventually games like that can typically start to feel boring and get old, because there's just so much that your character can improve with. But in a game like this, there are several, or should I say, there's a whole cast of different characters that have different abilities, different attacks, and have different play styles that will keep the game fresh and keep you entertained for quite some time. Not a long time, but quite some time. We'll see what the next few updates have to bring to the game. So, final rating and approval. Although it's rated T for teens, I mean, I'm kind of going to stick in that realm. I'm going to say 13 and up is probably the sweet spot to start playing this game. So, if you have a child, 13 years and up, definitely allow them to play this game. Any younger than that, you might want to have a conversation with them, talk to them about the negative aspects of the game, such as social components, the cost, and other things like that. And I'd really like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a chance to enjoy Genshin Impact. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. New videos coming out every week. Next week, we're talking Rogue Company. Don't forget to search up Level Up Time Studio on your favorite podcasting platform and subscribe to the Level Up Time podcast. We have a new segment called Learning to Code miniseries that's meant for both adult learners and also educators and parents who want their students to learn to code. Don't forget to drop by the Level Up Time website, www.leveluptime.studio, and check out some of the free content that I have on there. And then finally, don't forget to check me out on Twitch, aka @CountRanchula. That's my gamer tag, and I'll see you guys later.